Hey everyone, Andrew here for Drudette Entertainment, back with another episode of Is It Worth It, number 3, I think.
There's
Um,
4.
well,
This episode.
this is episode 3 of Is It Worth It on the channel. It's episode 4 of the Book of Boba Fett, because we did an episode for Breaking Rocks without Desert Nord. At least I think it was without him. Anyway, as you guys just heard, let me turn him up to make sure you guys hear him. Joshy's here with me. Hello, old friend.
Hello.
He just got done watching the Book of Boba Fett. I watched it this morning while I was having potato skins and barbecue chicken for breakfast this morning.
That sounds good.
Well, I didn't feel like making breakfast sandwiches, so I felt like just throwing something in the oven, sitting back and waiting until it was done, and putting some microwavable barbecue chicken in the microwave. So that was what I did. But with that in mind, episode 4 of the Book of Boba Fett. Obviously, we're going to spoil the fuck out of it, because that's what we do here on Drudette Entertainment, when it's something that no one gives a shit to watch. And we also don't give a shit to watch it, but we're doing it so you guys don't have to. But with that in mind, Joshy, what are your thoughts on episode 4?
Mixed bag. It's there's a couple cringeworthy things that was on it, though. It's just what is it? It wasn't that bad of an episode, though, in my opinion.
It was honestly the best episode of the 4 that we've gotten so far, which isn't saying much because the first episode was boring as fuck, but we knew that they had to set up the series. Episode 2 was more setup. Episode 3 felt like it was going to go somewhere, but it felt like just filler at that point. Now, this one feel like they actually are starting to go somewhere now. But we will only know that next week with episode 5 because we got some speculation to do on that based on where they've gone with it so far. Because now we're up to a point where basically only thing left for Boba Fett for the flashback stuff is to find his armor. And the only way to do that is to connect it to the Mandalorian series. So in episode 5, if they don't have Mando and those guys in it, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with this series. There is no point to it at all then. Even though I agree with Raging Rhino, there's no point to this at all in the first place. But I digress. So, fire spray. Fuck you, Disney. It's Slave One. Go fuck yourself. Joshy?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was like one of the cringe moments I was talking about, though. Like, he gets up. I forget the lady's name, though, but he's basically like saying, help me go get fire spray ship. It's like, come on, it's supposed to be Slave One, not no stupid, yeah.
Fire spray. Fire spray sounds like it's something that happens when you hopefully I don't get in trouble for saying this on YouTube, but it sounds like something that happens to you when you're not your fiery itching and you ejaculate. Fire spray.
Yeah, like Disney's just become lazy with the damn ship name, so
yeah. Fire spray. Fire spray sounds like you have crabs and you just got really wet downstairs. Welcome to Drudette Entertainment, everybody. Even though there's no one in the chat and no one watching at this point. But either way, other than the fire spray shit,
Yeah, there was that other scene that was also cringeable too.
Yeah,
I get this.
yeah, the cyberpunk gang, or as Neon pointed out on Twitter from Clownfish TV, the Power Rangers of the Star Wars universe. And their
Yeah, the way they opened up.
and their bikes look like they're Power Rangers. You were saying, Josh?
Yeah, they do open up the scene where basically Boba Fett comes and finds the that chick. All of a sudden, like she's basically about to die from that wound that she has from the Mandalorian. Then all of a sudden he goes to an area, and basically that's where you see all the cyberpunk stuff. Like to me, that is not Star Wars. Any of the cyberpunk stuff that's going on.
And he has him put all these parts and robot shit inside her, turning her into what? A sex bot? At that point? A robotic servant? Never mind. Hey, Red Hood.
Sorry, a little bit of lag on my end.
Yeah, it's fine. Red Hood's here. I'm watching, just not saying anything because I'm listening. Fair enough. So he's watching it right now. As
Red
we
Hood.
speak. Have fun. Anyway. I felt like taking a nap afterwards. But with that in mind, just so you know, Red Hood, we are going through spoilers, so I'm glad you're watching through it while we're talking about specifics in it. Just let us know in the comments how far through the episode you are, because that would be interesting to know too. But with that in mind, anything else that bothers you from it?
No, those were the only two scenes that actually bugged the heck out of me. It was just the cyberpunk part and fire spray part.
Yeah. That pretty much
So
covers it too.
Bad of an episode, though.
Yeah, it's the best of the series, which isn't saying much because all the others range from a rating of a 4 out of 10 to a 5.6 out of 10. This, I would say, a 5.8 to a 5.9. It's kissing a 6 out of 10, but 6 feet away from it. So basically, it's just making kissy faces at a 6 at that point. And the 6 out of 10 is looking at this show like it's a creepy stalker at this point. But on a scale of 0 to 10, what would you give this episode?
Probably a 4 or a 5. Probably a 5. That's being a little generous though on my end though, but yeah. Because I know, like last episode, I gave it a 2, which was like horrible. So.
Well, yeah, which still reflects what we were both just saying, that it's the best of the series so far, but being the best of a dumpster fire, which is kind of degrading to a dumpster fire at this point, is fairly accurate. With that in mind, Now I guess we're gonna just have to end with speculating. Where do we go from here for episode 5? As I said earlier, from my point of view, there's only one place to go. Seeing Boba Fett get his armor back, which we've already seen in the Mandalorian series. But to bring that full circle and to finally get to where they should have been going into episode 2, in my opinion, for episode 6 and 7, the last 2 episodes of the season. Red Hood in the chat says, I'm not touching the Book of Boba Fett after what I've seen and heard from it. I don't want it to paint my image of Boba in a horrible light like The Last Jedi did with Luke. That's a very, very fair criticism, Red Hood. Very fair. We're only watching it for the sake of review purposes only. If it was up to us to decide if we want to watch it on our own, I know that I wouldn't be. Josh?
No.
In fact, I would have canceled the subscription to Disney Plus and just moved on to just watching stand-up comedy on Netflix, or just doing what I've done the entire time, and that's watching.
Oh, I would just been probably playing Halo if it wasn't for doing some reviews on this stuff.
Yeah,
and I did have my
Go ahead.
I did have my Disney Plus canceled a long time ago though, but I know like my family hasn't seen like The Mandalorian season 2, so I resubscribed and let them watch it. They actually loved it. For Mandalorian.
I stand by what I said for season 2 of The Mandalorian. Dangling Luke Skywalker in front of Star Wars fans was, I feel, at this point, after going through this much of the Boba Fett series, was just dangling something shiny in front of Star Wars fans. Look, it's the Luke Skywalker you want. Don't pay any attention to what's behind him and the very show you've been watching. You see, it's Luke Skywalker. And Baby Yoda, Grogu is going to go off with him. Yeah, to get slaughtered by Kylo Ren, you fucks.
Yeah, what were they saying? They were saying that basically all roads for Star Wars leads to
the series of movies that don't exist.
Yeah, it leads up to what is it, the Jake Skywalker.
Yeah. But with that in mind, as we were trying to do before we got sidetracked with all this other Disney bullshit, the speculation for 5, as I said, we need to see Boba Fett getting his armor in 5 with Mando there and those characters. And obviously, as you looked up in that season of The Mandalorian, Cara Dune is not in that scene, so there's nothing to be concerned with if we don't see her there. If they do this in episode 5, because she wasn't there in that scene to begin with, so there would be nothing to be outraged about there if we didn't see her if they decide to go that route. However, my expectation is another flashback of God knows what in episode 5, and then who knows from there, which means I'm not expecting anything major, in spite of reports saying that that the big reveal of a major character appearing in the series is supposed to be Han Solo. I don't know how I feel about that myself. Josh?
Yeah, Han Solo coming into this series is like going to be average. Like, okay, I like Han Solo though, but it's like going to be okay. But I've heard other things though, but I don't know.
I'm at a point right now where my point of view is this. This is the TV series of Solo, a Star Wars story for the movie side. It didn't need to happen. No one was really asking for it. But here we are. So I think how we're going to have to end things along the lines of Solo lost money is Boba Fett is losing his soul, I guess. Is how we're going to have to end videos too in the future. Or something along those lines of Solo lost money and the Book of Boba Fett is losing money.
Yeah, it's basically beta because basically it's not really Boba Fett. Like take all your from like all the mystery and everything from the original Boba Fett is like it's just diminished.
Even the actor playing Boba Fett in this series, you know, the guy who plays all the clones in the Clone Wars in episode 2 and Jango Fett and all that, has said that this ain't Boba Fett because he's not supposed to be talking. He's not. He's not supposed to be taking his helmet off.
Yeah.
So this is what they should have done. They should have treated this series like they treated Mandalorian, because Pedro Pascal wanted to take his helmet off all the time. I say they should have let him, because it was a completely new character. They should have treated how they treated Mando like Boba Fett here. They should have flipped the general premises of the two shows, in my opinion, here. And both probably would have been better for it. Would you disagree?
No, I don't disagree. I believe that's true. Oh,
it's Beta Fett, not Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually gives me an idea for next week. Is it worth it? Episode 4, episode 5 of the Book of Boba Fett. That's how I think we're going to title this from now on. For the rest of this. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah.
So thank you for that idea, Red Hood. I appreciate that idea that you just gave me. I don't know why I didn't think of it before. But yeah, this is why I love our community. Our community gives us good ideas. And also the fact that we support each other and we're here to watch each other's content.
Yeah.
But with that in mind, to answer the question, is episode 5 worth watching more than any previous episode? Yes. But overall, is the series The Book of Boba Fett worth watching? Absolutely not. For any real Star Wars fan, no. For anyone who doesn't know what Star Wars is, I guess. But even that, if you're asking for my recommendation to get into Star Wars, you know what I'm going to suggest for y'all? A New Hope, Empire, Jedi, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One, the Clone Wars TV series, the Rebels TV series, and that's it. Because in my opinion, that is Star Wars canon from a non-gaming standpoint. Josh?
Yeah. I say any of the originals 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3 as well too.
Mm-hmm.
Rogue One wasn't bad.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. In fact, that's the only Disney movie of Star Wars that I actually kept. And that I didn't throw in the garbage or give to someone who at the time liked The Last Jedi. He had since come around to going, yeah, that was crap. And it took me giving him a free Blu-ray copy of The Last Jedi to fix his little red Millennium Falcon, so to speak. Instead of the saying that my dad would go, I'm going to fix your little red wagon. Well, I fixed his little red Millennium Falcon there. by giving him a physical copy of The Last Jedi, and then he wound up hating it. But with that in mind, I like ending shit on a positive note. So with that in mind, we discussed this behind the scenes, and I'm going to bring it up now because this channel is here to talk about entertainment, but it's also here to try to help grow the gaming channel here on YouTube and vice versa, and also to help grow the Twitch channel as well, and vice versa. And all three are here to help try to grow Joshy and Desert Noise channels and other people in the community as well. So with that in mind, we're going to end talking about some game stuff because that's also a form of entertainment, which also has its place here on the entertainment channel. So with that in mind, are you cool with ending talking about the upcoming games that we're going to be playing and
Good.
going
We
through that
can
come
talk
out
about
this
that.
year. So with that in mind, we're going to end on a positive note here. So with that in mind, a week from this Friday, Pokemon Legends Arceus comes out January 28th. I'll be playing that, and since I don't have a way to stream Nintendo games on Twitch or YouTube, I'm just going to have to talk about it on the gaming podcast on the gaming channel of Drew That Games when the time comes. After that, we got Dying Light 2 on February 4th, which I pre-ordered today for Xbox Series S. So I will be playing that live on Twitch. 2 weeks from this Friday. After that, let's see, we got on February 18th is Horizon Forbidden West. I'll be doing that on YouTube on the gaming channel. February 25th is Elden Ring. Expect me to play that on the Twitch channel. Stalker 2, 2 or 3 days later on the 28th. Oh, no, wait, sorry. That's in April, I guess. So, never mind. So after Elden Ring on the 25th, we got March stuff. Okay, so Kirby and the Forgotten Land on March 25th, as well as the same day, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands on March 25th, which Josh is going to be doing on his Twitch channel, right? For Tiny Tina.
We're doing that on my Twitch channel.
Yeah. And after that, we got Stalker 2 at some point in April. And then there's nothing confirmed until November for Starfield on November 11th at this point. So that's currently the list that we're looking at right now. So expect me to do a lot of streaming, and then expect Joshy and Marsh to do Tiny Tina. You can take that however you want in the chat that Joshy's going to be doing Tiny Tina. I'm sorry, Joshy.
That's fine.
But I'm not sorry at the same time. What?
Oh shit.
You're still playing your game?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what's up gaming wise for us coming up in the next number of months. So yeah, the first new thing that you're going to see me streaming at this point will be Dying Light 2, 2 weeks from this Friday. So this Friday, yeah, I'm going to attempt to do that experiment with BioShock this Friday on YouTube on PlayStation side to see if that works. And if so, then I'll just do that on YouTube then as a series in the future to play through the BioShock series over there. But other than that, if that doesn't work, then I'm just going to play through it on my own to finally get through them at that point. Otherwise,
it doesn't work this time though for you though.
Well, it didn't work on Xbox with any version of it for you, or for me when I accidentally tried it. But yeah. Otherwise, next Wednesday, expect us to talk about the Book of Boba Fett again, as we do every Wednesday now, until it's finally done. Then, hopefully, by then we'll be doing Breaking Rocks on Wednesdays. The gaming podcast is going to move from Mondays to Tuesdays because of how yesterday went for the Activision Blizzard business. Because that was so big that we're moving the gaming podcast from the day that we just moved it to a different day. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't have... What's that?
I was thinking about BioShock though. For BioShock 2, if you haven't tried the DLC for BioShock 2, the story DLC, that was actually a really good story for BioShock 2.
I'll keep that in mind. As you and the chat should as well. with that in mind, I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else to add about Star Wars and or anything coming up that we're going to be up to other than... Oh, I do have one more thing. Later on today, at some point, like in the late afternoon, I will be live on Twitch playing The Witcher 3, as I try to do every Wednesday, so expect me on Twitch at some point today.
No, I got nothing else to say, but like for my score, yeah, I'd give it a 5 for Boba Fett for this week.
Yeah, I 5.8 for the Book of Boba Fett at this point. And with that in mind, fuck.
Other than that, I got nothing else to say, though.
Yeah.
Star Wars or anything else, though.
With that in mind, thank you to Red Hood for being here, being the only one in the chat with us. I appreciate you very much, Red Hood, who is also Darth on Twitch, which I believe the full name on Twitch is Darth of Batman or something like that. Or, yeah, Darth of Batman, I believe. But with that in mind, thank you, Joshy, for suffering through Beta Fett with me.
Yeah, no problem.
Effectively. And thank you for, in advance, for doing each episode as well that you're going to finish doing, as well as me to finish out the series.
Oh, yeah, no problem. But there was also one other thing that I kind of funny in this episode, though. Like, Boba Fett and that chick was talking. She said something like, basically, since he was with the tribe, she said that made you soft. He was like, no, it made me stronger. I kind of had a little chuckle off that. It's like when she's like, oh, yeah, I made you soft or whatever. Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Red Hood. It's dark bad of night. I was close. At least I didn't get your name completely wrong, like Drunk 3PO got mine wrong, who called me Dr. What's Up, which is why I'm dressed like Dr. What's Up here for the stream with wearing my sunglasses. Because I thought about doing the full gimmick of Dr. What's Up here for this thing, but I ultimately, as soon as I clicked live, I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that here. Because if you want to see Dr. What's Up later, I'll do it later. And because that's usually just a Twitch thing, because that's where that happened. Because I rated Geeks and Gamers Mario Kart stream at the time. Jay was hosting it. He called me by the wrong name, and I was yelling in the chat going, who the fuck is Dr. What's Up? When he said, Dr. What's Up is rating with a party of like 4 or whatever it was. And I was raging in the chat going, my name is Drudat Games. Who the fuck is Dr. What's Up? So, yeah.
Freaking Jay.
Yeah, well, that's why Chunk the Punk came up with the idea. And I started rolling with it that Drunk 3PO is the illegitimate father of Dr. What's Up. And the biological mother is Twitch. So, as Chuck pointed out, Jay having sexual relations with Twitch. But given the level of support that I've gotten for my Twitch channel, I think it's safer to say, and do not tell Mara that I said this. But if Jay is my internet dad, then that means Mara has to be my internet mom then. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. And thank you to anyone who will watch this after the fact, because I know that a bunch of people watch this type of thing on the channel after the fact, because the last stream yesterday got I think 10 to 17 maybe views by this point, like 7 or something like that. So people do watch this afterwards. So thank you to all of you who will watch this afterwards. Thank you to Red Hood for being here. Again, thank you, Joshy. And remember, fuck Naughty Dog. Raylers are weird. Solo lost money. Boba Beta Fett is losing money for Disney Plus. And may the Force be with us because we damn sure need it. And I don't mean.
Hey, let's go, Brandon.
And I do not mean the Force that Kathleen Kennedy pushes. I mean the Force that Qui-Gon Jinn was talking about. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah. See you guys. Do.